Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Skyla. I run Doodle Noodle Creates. It's a small crochet business. I usually sell at craft shows, and I like to record my market prepping and my craft shows here on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of that and follow me along on my craft show crochet journey. So today is Friday, April 4th. And I do have to leave for work in like 2 minutes, but I loaded up everything in my car because I have to go to the location for my craft show right after work so I can set up my tables and my bins. So I have to do that after work ASAP, like right after I get off. So we're gonna do that tonight, and if I have time, I will film some of the area that the craft show's in. If not, I'll try to take a picture maybe, but if not, you'll see it tomorrow. So tomorrow is the craft show. It is Saturday and Sunday. It's supposed to be, I think I have to be there at 7-ish. It starts at 8, I believe, and then it goes until 7:30. And then on Sunday, I think I have to be there at 7-ish again. And then it ends at 4:30, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on the times. This craft show is a dance competition in a city near me. So I've never done a dance competition craft show before. I've heard that they go pretty well for people that do crochet. So we'll see about that. I'm hoping it does. For my inventory for this craft show, I have about last night I counted $709, but I did make a couple little Kirby keychains last night, so it's probably looking at like 730 maybe, and I'm working on this little rainbow octo right now, so that'll be another thing. I am gonna make a couple things tonight, but I'm not gonna overwork myself too much. I'm just gonna try to relax, chill, maybe do a face mask, just because craft shows do stress me out a little bit, so I want to not get too crazy with it. Just breathe, chill, and enjoy the craft show. So I'm gonna go ahead and get headed to work now, but when I do set up my tables, I will try to bring you along with me. So friends, hi, I'm back. Sorry if it's loud here. There's a lot of people here practicing their dances and stuff. And then this is like a sports center, so there are some people who are like playing basketball and stuff. I am setting up my table, so let me get you a little sneak peek. Right now I'm working on the grid squares. This is my 2 tables. So I signed up for 2 6-foot tables, and I was gonna bring one of my own, but she gave me a 6-foot table and an 8-foot table, so I didn't even need to bring my table. So yeah, I have my claw game, just setting everything up. I did not bring my plushies to set up tonight. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. So I do have to be here at 7. So I'm excited for that. And she gave me little wristbands for me to get into the building. So I have to wear that when I come in tomorrow because this is a paid event, I believe. So yeah, I'm so excited. And I want to show you my vendor neighbor. I don't know if you can see back here, but there's some plants back here. That is so freaking cute. I'll show you more of the vendor neighbors tomorrow. But yeah, I am so excited. I'll try to take a clip of when I'm all finished with my setup. Sorry, I'm like so close. I'm like in your face right now. But I will take a clip when I'm done so you guys can see my setup before my plushies. Hi guys, we are at the craft show. It is 7:18 in the morning. I thought I was gonna be late, but I wasn't. I have all my plushies set up. I'm gonna try to take a video of all of them for you. Nobody is in the room yet, but when I was coming in, all of the dancers and their families were coming in. So I think they are supposed to be starting very soon for the dances. I don't think I can show you the door, but where the door is, I'm afraid that people aren't going to walk into where the vendors are because we're kind of just like in a room, but there's like, they just walk that way to go to the dance thing. So I'm hoping they actually come in here and shop. The lady that's running it said that last year everybody did really well, so I'm hoping it's the same for this year. I will insert a clip of my table, so I'm all set. I'm so excited. Alright guys, it is, oh, vacuum? There's a vacuum. It is almost 7:30. The first group of dancers just walked by. They looked gorgeous. I hope they all do well today. They were walking by and they were like, oh, how much are the little dinosaurs? They actually walked like behind me through this way, so they didn't get to see the front of my table, but they could see these, and I was like, 7, there's 7, and they were like, save some. So they all look gorgeous, they're all sparkly. I am so excited for today. Yeah, just thought I'd give a little tiny update. Nothing happened yet. I have my monster. I need this. I'm so tired. So tired. If you can't tell, we are in full force dance competition mode. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to film much. The beat is shaking my chair. Hi guys, I just wanted to give an update while there's no music. It is 9:40 and I am all out of fishbowl friends. I'm out of baby bears. I have 1 chicken, 1 frog left. I'm selling a lot of stuff, so I definitely think this event was worth it. I only have 1 booty turtle left. So yeah, it's going very well. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So if I do have enough stuff to come back again tomorrow, I will have to condense my table down, probably to just the 8-foot table. I mean, that's if I do have enough stuff, because it's looking pretty skimpy already. So hi guys, so I'm trying to film in between customers and the dances. I don't think I'm gonna be able to come tomorrow. I had to switch down to 1 8-foot table, and still my bins are pretty skimpy. I'm selling so much right now. I'm so sad that I don't have enough to come tomorrow as well, because one of the ladies said that all the little kids come tomorrow, and little kids go crazy for my stuff. I hope you can hear me okay. I've been trying to work on this bear since like 10 a.m. It's 11:40 now, and I haven't even put the eyeballs in. It's so hard for me to even try to crochet. 1, because my wrist hurts, we have the brace on, and then 2, because every time I try to crochet, a customer comes. So it's going really well so far. Hi guys, I just wanted to give an update. It is almost 3 o'clock. I only have a few things left. I have a couple keychains, I have pigs, I have octopus guys left, I have my food guys left still, like my corn, my broccoli. Nobody bought a shrimp. That is so sad. Nobody bought a shrimp today. I did, however, sell my $30 butterfly, my monarch, so that was very nice. The lady had her kids pick out stuff and she didn't even look at the prices. She was just like, how much is it? And I was like, girl, thank you. Nobody bought a caterpillar yet either, but this event is going so well. I don't think I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow though, just because I don't have enough stuff for a whole day. I did already tell the event organizer that, so they know about it. That's okay. Now for next year, I know I need a crap ton of more stuff. I just wish my wrist, that's a tongue twister. I wish it wasn't acting up this weekend. My wrist hurts bad. But I mean, I made this little dinosaur because I don't have any left. So made the little dinosaur. But yeah, that's just an update. I'm so excited for this event. It's so fun seeing all the dancers come and buy all my stuff. And I left my booth for a second and I went to the bathroom. And it was just so cool to see like a bunch of my keychains hanging on everybody's dance bags. That makes me so happy. Hi friends, it's been a second since I updated. It is now 7:05. It actually ended earlier than we thought. I am going to be coming back tomorrow. I counted up how much money I have in inventory. I have about 400, I think I counted. I did make a couple things like while I was there, but it was kind of hard to, because in the morning it was really busy with customers, and in the evening my wrist was hurting a lot. I am gonna go home and sleep the best sleep I've ever slept. I am so tired. All the vendors looked so tired. I don't know how the girls were there all day and they were like dancing. Some girls came from like 6 hours away to do this. That is insane. The one girl, she was saying that she had to wake up at 3 this morning, and I was like, girl, that's early. So yeah, I have about $400 worth of inventory. We're gonna go tomorrow. A lot of it is bigger items, so I'm not too sure if it's really gonna get chosen. I'm hoping that I can maybe make a couple items tonight, like smaller items like claw machine things, and maybe some tiny triceratops, just because those items were the first things that kids were picking up today, were the octopi, claw game, mini dinosaurs, and the triceratops. Those were all fan favorites today. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and sleep really good and be back here at 7 in the morning. Hi guys, all right, we are back for day 2. It is 7:02 in the morning. My eyes are so sleepy right now. I literally had to drive like this. And it's not that I woke up at 5:30. I usually wake up at 5:30 with my husband. It's just that my social battery is, oh, it's weird. Someone's walking by and I'm recording. Oh, they're getting in the car next to me. Oh my gosh. It's a little awkward. Don't look at me, please. Don't look at me. Okay. It's just that my social battery is like in the negatives. You know how craft shows are. It's just dealing with customers all day, and it's not like a retail job where there's other people who can take care of the customers and you get like a break and stuff. It's just me. It's just me, myself, and I have to deal with all the customer questions. I have to deal, oh, another person's walking by. This is weird. I have to deal with all the questions, I have to deal with all the transactions, all the interactions, and I did that from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. yesterday, and I do that every other day for my normal job. So I'm drained. I didn't get an energy drink today. I should have. I hope they have drinks in here. So yeah, let's get in there. All right, friends, I think it's quiet enough right now that I can give you an update. I tried to do an update earlier, but sadly it was too loud. I think it's almost 11:30, if not noon. I didn't bring my watch today, so I can't check. Yeah, no watch. But I sold, oh, I thought it was gonna be quiet. It's not. I sold my giant sloth, so I'm excited about that. And somebody bought 3 shrimp, like 1 for each family member. That's so funny. Today is a lot more slow than it was yesterday, probably because there's a lot of littles here, like little kids, because it's their day to perform. So people probably just want to go sit in the little green room and stay put, because little kids are a lot to wrangle. So we'll see. It's definitely been worth it for me to come to this market. If this dance competition is happening here again next year, I will definitely be here. I know the event coordinator said they might move it down to Center State. If it's too far, I won't go, but for this amount of money, I might go, like if it's closer to me. It's been a few days since the event. It is Thursday, April 10th. So I just wanted to go over the market breakdown with you guys. What was the best items? What was the worst items? What sold the very last? So I have a little sheet of paper over here. So if you see me looking down, I'm just reading off my paper. So for this event, the booth fee was $60. It was $50 just to get in, and that included 1 6-foot table, and then if you wanted to add on another 6-foot table, it was another $10. So I did choose 2 6-foot tables, so that was $60. When I got there, she gave me a 6-foot table and an 8-foot table, which was nice. I'm not going to complain about a whole 2 feet of extra space. My most popular items for this event were triceratops, and that is Club Crochet's pattern, I believe. A lot of people do it. They're just really cute little triceratops. I do them in all different kind of colors. I kind of line them up in color order. Those were a big hit. I could not keep them on the shelf on Sunday. I even made some more and they still just kept selling. keychains, mostly the flowers and hearts because there were a lot of little girls there, so they really loved those. It was really cool to see me walk through and see all of the little keychains on their dance bags. It was so precious just to know that one of my little creations is going to be on a bunch of girls' dance bags. That's just so sweet. And then baby bears, it's a free pattern on Instagram. I will try to link it over here. My pen. I'll try to put it over here, the free pattern on Instagram that I use. It's just a simple little bear pattern, and I think they're really cute. And then another good seller was my octopi. They sold super well until the last day. Then nobody really wanted them because I only had like 2 left. So people just kept walking by my table because there wasn't a whole lot left to sell. And the claw game did very well as well. I didn't make a whole lot of stuff for the claw game, so I didn't have it out a whole bunch. With the claw game, one downside is it does kind of get exhausting trying to like show all the kids how to play it, and then some kids get frustrated, and then sometimes parents don't understand that you play till you win. They think it's just $5, like a $5 gamble, which that'd be awful if I did that. I would never do that. And then some kids don't read the sign even when it's like right in front of the claw machine. They think it's only a quarter to play, and so they tell their parents they need a quarter, and then their parents are like, oh, this isn't a quarter. That's the only downside, is some confusion with the claw game. So I don't want to phase it out. I'm just gonna bring a little bit less items because every kid that wants to play the claw game, I kind of have to sit there and explain how the Joy-Cons work, and then I have to explain to every customer that has interest in the claw game that you get to play until you win something. It's not a gamble. If the timer runs out and you don't have anything, you just get to play again. But then if I say that, sometimes kids think that they get to play multiple times and win multiple things. Kids are a little funny. Kids are very funny sometimes. Another thing I don't like about the claw game is sometimes parents don't tell their kids no, and their kids want to play the claw game, but they're not allowed. The parents aren't going to pay. And so the kids are like reaching up inside the claw game trying to grab a plushie, and me as a vendor, I have to tell them, no, oh no, sorry, let's not put our hands in the claw game. It's just a really awkward position to be in, me as a vendor trying to tell your kid what to do. Sometimes it's a little weird. That's something I don't like about the claw game. I will still be including the claw game at my craft shows. It's just, it's a lot of work to do with some people and their kids. It's a lot. So if you don't have a claw game in your setup and you're thinking about getting one, just beware there are some things that come along with the claw game that are not too happy. You have to like mosey on over and be like, hey, let's not break the claw game, and their parents are just standing there like letting them rip at the Joy-Cons. Yeah, so sometimes the claw game is not too fun, but overall I do like the claw game, so I will be bringing it to my event still. Some notable customers from this event, there were 2 that come to mind when I think about it. There was this girl who came back like 3 times. She got a bear, and then she came over and she wanted a frog, and when she was getting a frog, she said, oh, it'll go with my bear. And then she had like this really funny Australian accent. She said, bear and frog, and I thought it was so funny. And then she came back on Sunday and she got a triceratops too. And so she was like, bear, frog, and dino. It was so funny. My accents are bad. Don't even listen to that. That's just, hers was so much better. It was so funny. But she was really funny. And then there was another little girl that came over on Saturday. She was 11, I believe. And she just like sat in the chair next to me because they like gave us 2 chairs at the event. She sat in the chair next to me and we literally just like talked all day. She was super cool. She like went to go watch her older sister dance and then come back. I think her name was like McKenna or Mackenzie, something with an M. She had her little dance jacket on and it had her name, but I didn't like read it. But she was really cool, and I feel really bad because when I was leaving on Sunday, I didn't expect her to be back on Sunday because she said she wasn't gonna be, but she came back on Sunday because her sister had to dance again as like a show dance instead of like a competition dance. Something, I think her sister won one of the competitions on Saturday, so she came back on Sunday to redo the dance for all the other people. So she was back on Sunday. I think you'd see me, and I was like, oh, you're so funny. But when I was leaving on Sunday, she was watching the award ceremony, so I didn't get to say bye to her, and I'm so sad. I like even went into the awards room. I was like looking for her, but there were so many people, I didn't get to find her, and I'm so sad. So if you're watching this, girl, bye-bye. That's my bye from Sunday night, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you again, because she is so cool. So those were the only two notable customers I really had. Everybody else was just like dance people, either coming in to get like a gift for a dance or family member, or people coming in to get gifts for their friends and stuff. It was just a really cool event overall. And I will say, success. It was a very successful event. I'm hoping to do it again next year as long as it's close to me. I think they were talking about moving it mid-state. If it's like a few hours away, okay, I'll go, because the amount of money I made, I definitely could go for that. But if it's too far, like I would say more than 3 hours away, that'd be too far for me. If it's more than 3 hours away, then probably not, but I really hope it's in the same spot again next year, just because it was so close to me. It was so easy to go and set up, so I definitely hope they have this event again next year. I will be there if it is. My vendor neighbor, so on this side of me, I had a girl who was doing custom t-shirts, so people could go up and get a t-shirt made with whatever customized thing they wanted on it. And I saw this really cute long sleeve kind of purple tie-dye that was kind of my business color, and I was thinking about going up and getting it with like my logo, Doodle Noodle Creates, but by the time I went over there, somebody already took that shirt, and it was just a rack of shirts that you had to choose from for them to print on. So once it was gone, it was gone. So I didn't get that, unfortunately. And next to me on this side, there was a girl. I've seen her before. She comes to some of the events around my area. She has plants and then 3D printing with her mom. So her mom does 3D printing, she does plants, and then she also does jewelry. So a lot of the kids were going over there to get 3D printed items as well. And any kids that came over to my booth and they were really set on an item before looking around, I told them, I said, hold on, make sure you look around with your parents, make sure this is what you actually want, because there's some cool 3D printed stuff over there too. So I don't want you to buy something and then be upset because you see something else. I always want people to walk around before they make a decision. So yeah, I bought a little string of pearl plant from her. It's sitting in my window. You can't see it, there's too many plants over there. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna buy any more, and then every time I see someone selling plants, I end up with more. So, oopsie. Alright guys, that is all I have for you for this market breakdown. Thank you so much for coming with me on my little market adventure at this dance competition. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you got to enjoy just seeing behind the scenes of being a craft show vendor. And if you guys want to come along with me for my next market adventure, I have one planned for May 24th at a local antique store. Make sure you subscribe so you can see that when I release my video. And if you liked this video, make sure you like and comment your favorite part, comment what you thought. I love to see comments. Alright guys, thank you for being with me for another video. Bye!